Hi guys, and welcome back to another week of online learning. Hope you've had a great weekend, and well done to everybody that sent over all their beautiful work. Some of it has, if you watch the shout out video, some of your work is in there. If your work's not in there this week, hopefully it'll be in the video for next week. We are trying to fit in as many as we can. Okay, so before we can start the lesson, you're going to need to get yourself the following things: a pencil, some paper, and worksheets. If you are running out of paper and the yellow books that you were given, you're able to go to school and collect some. You're more than welcome to go to the school front office and ask for paper or a spare book. Okay, so once you have your things ready, we can move on to today's lesson. Okay, so we'll start off with our word of the day. Our word of the day is unreliable. This is when somebody can't be relied upon, somebody who is untrustworthy. So he's, in a sentence, is he's lazy and unreliable. So there are synonyms for unreliable: undependable, untrustworthy, irresponsible, reckless, fickle. So there's quite a lot of synonyms for that. But somebody who's unreliable is somebody who can't be trusted. Try to put the word unreliable in a sentence of your own. You can pause the video. So we'll start off with our weekly spelling test. Hopefully you did practice and you are getting your fives out of 5. Okay, so your first word is consider. I would like to consider you for the job. Consider. Consider. Your next word is continue. Continue. Please continue walking that way. Continue. Your third word is decide. Decide. I need to decide what I want to eat for tonight. Decide. Your next word is describe. Describe. Please describe the sky for me. Describe. Your next word is different. Different. We are all different but equal. Different. Okay, well done. So what I'm going to do now is move on, and what I want you to do is pause the video to then correct your spellings. Hopefully you got your 5 out of 5. If you haven't, do 10 star jumps for every one you got wrong. Okay, so consider, continue, decide, describe, and different. I believe in you guys. I know you're all getting your 5s out of 5s. Okay, so pause the video and mark it. Now we'll move. Okay, so Monday, 11th May 2020. Learning intention: to determine the meaning of new and unfamiliar words using roots, prefixes. So what I want you to do, write the date and a lie, pause the video for yourself, and then we can move on to the main lesson. Okay, so I just want you to think for a minute, pause the video. What are prefixes? Have you heard of this word prefixes before? If you haven't, what do you think they are? Have a guess. And if you have heard of it, then you might remember what it is. If you do, write on a piece of paper or tell an adult. Okay? So well done. Prefixes are letters that go at the beginning of a word and change the meaning. These letters are usually added to a root word. So for example, we could have a root word talk. Our root word is talk. You can add a word, you can add letters at the beginning to change it, and you can add letters at the end. The letters that go at the beginning of it are called prefixes, and that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to add letters at the beginning of root words to change the meanings, to change it into a different word, or to change the meaning of the word, or the tense of the word. Let's have a look at these words. All these words have what at the beginning of it? What two letters at the beginning of each word? Well done. UN, un. So the root word in all of these are stable, tie, and happy. Those are the root words, and we've added letters at the beginning, UN, to change the meaning. What do you think UN means? Unstable, untie, unhappy. So pause the video for a minute. Tell an adult or write on a piece of paper, what do you think these words mean? What has these two letters done to all three words? Well done. The prefix means not. So un means not. Unhappy, somebody who's not happy. So un, every time un is written in front of any word, it means un. Before we move on, can you think of another word where we could add the prefix un and change the meaning to not something? Write one or two down on your piece of paper. Pause the video. Which prefix would go under this word, or with, so not under, with this word? Clear. Unclear. Well done. Clear is, the root word is clear, which means something that's easily readable, or something you can see. But when you put un next to it, unclear, something that is not clear. So not clear. How do we change this to something that is true, and then we change it to something that is not true? Untrue. Well done. You're getting the hang of this. And somebody who's well, what do we add to say they're not well? We need to add the prefix un. Unwell. Well done. So un means not. Well done, guys. Now what I want you to do is pause the video again. I want you to write down one word with the prefix un in front of it. Not the ones that we've gone through, but one of your own. Something that is not something. And remember, the root words are words that we use on a daily basis, or words that we use in our writing quite a lot. Well done. Now let's look at this prefix. What letters are in front of each one of these words, root words? Well done is SUB. Submarine, submit, subdue. So what do you think sub means? This is a tricky one. So let's move on. Sub means under. So everybody knows submarine. Where are submarines usually? They're under water. Well done. So way, what goes before way? Come on, guys. Well done. Subway. Have you guys seen a subway? Do you know where a subway is? You know, the things that we usually walk under, like bridges or high roads or something. We go through a subway. Okay, what I want you to do is pause the video for around 30 seconds. See if you can come up with any prefix words before we move on to some examples. Okay, well done for jotting that down. Okay, so 0, and then what prefix would go underneath this? Sorry, not underneath this, next to it. Sub means under. Sub-zero. Okay, now let's move on to these words. What do these words mean? What letters are in front of these root words? Yes, well done. It is MIS. Misbehave, miscount, misdirect, and misfortune. What do you think this means? On your piece of paper, I want you to quickly jot down what you think miss stands for or what miss means. Well done. This prefix means wrong or bad. Something that is wrong or bad. So, misfortune. Okay. Misunderstood. Something that is wrong. I've misunderstood. Or something that is bad. Well, this is not bad, but this is something that's wrong. Something that wasn't understood. Misbehave. Well done. Something that is bad. Somebody who is misbehaving. That's bad. Okay, now let's move on to the following prefixes. Look at the letters. What letters have been added to these root words? Courage, connect, and miss. Discourage, dismiss, disconnect. Okay. What do you think happens to these words when this is added? Have a go, pause the video for a minute and think, or write on a piece of paper, or tell an adult what has happened to the root words when dis is added. Okay, so this prefix also means not. Okay, so agree, disagree, something you do not agree with. So it also means not. Some please and then something which is not. So you displease somebody, so somebody who's not pleased with you. Comfort, when you're not comfortable or no comfort, is discomfort. Respect, and then you've got disrespect, somebody who's not respectable or not showing respect. What do these words mean? Retry, rebuild. What has happened to the root words when re is added? Write it on a piece of paper or tell an adult what has happened. Pause the video for yourself for around 30 seconds. Okay, well done. This prefix means again. Reread means we read again. Rewrite means we write again. Replay means we play again. And revisit means visit again. Okay, so what prefixes did you learn today? I want you to pause the video for a minute and write down all the prefixes that you learned today. And then what I want you to do is next to each prefix, just quickly jot down one word of what that prefix means, what those 2 or 3 letters mean. Does it mean yes, no, over, under? Okay, so well done. The following prefixes that were taught today were re, dis, miss, sub, and un. Now, re meant to do something again. Dis meant something not. Miss was wrong or bad. Sub meant something that was under, and un where un meant not as well. So sometimes a lot of these prefixes can overlap or mean something very similar, but they can only be used with some words. They can't always be used with some words just because they mean the same thing. Some words don't fit. So we can't say this well because it doesn't go. So that's why we have more than one way of saying not. Okay, well done, guys. For your task today, starter, what does each prefix mean? I want you to write that as a starter. And then challenge 1, there's a sheet on the Grange website. Year 4, Challenge 1 Prefixes, and Challenge 2. Write 2 sentences for each prefix learnt from this lesson. Add a fronted adverbial for each sentence. And then your purple pen is, can you find any more prefixes? Okay, so your next spelling test list is difficult, disappear, early, earth, and experiment. Send over any great work you guys do. Well done, and keep the work coming, and speak to you guys soon. Bye guys, enjoy.